All right, guys, in this video, I'm going to show you start to finish exactly how I was able to put on 50 pounds of lean muscle while maintaining my abs, while maintaining my looks, my jawline, all that stuff, and created unbreakable discipline in 120 days. So, this is going to be my journey start to finish, everywhere I failed, everything I went to get to the point that I'm at now. And what I really hope this can do is, help a lot of you guys who may be in that same situation trying to get to this point or even further and help you guys along that journey so that you don't have to, make the same mistakes that I made trying to get to this point. So let's get right into it. All right, so before I implemented this protocol, as you can see, I was a skinny twig at 150 pounds. I struggled with self-confidence, social awkwardness, and very bad facial acne, which led to a lot of insecurity, as you can see right here. It was horrible. I had to hop on Accutane. Like, I literally had the worst acne in the world. It destroyed my self-confidence. I was frail. I was skinny. Everything you can think of, just horrible. I was so insecure, which led me to, get to the point that I'm at now because I looked in the mirror every single day and what I saw, I was not happy with. And that's what really drove me, to keep working hard every single day and get to this point. And that's the thing a lot of you guys need to look at. Yeah, you may not be in the position you want to be, but you need to look at yourself in the mirror every day. Use that as your drive. Use that as your motivation, the position you're in right now, and just continue to show up every day, knowing that, each session you have in the gym, each meal that you eat is going to get you one step closer to that desired goal. I lacked self-confidence in myself. I struggled with discipline, and I had no structure or routine. In the beginning, I was kind of hopeless. I saw myself in the mirror, and I had that victim mindset. I felt bad for myself. I didn't really know, what to do, where to take myself. And I didn't even want to go to school most days. It was horrible. This was right around, COVID. So thankfully, quarantine happened. I didn't have to keep going to school. But yeah, at one point, like I stopped like going to school. I tried to fake sick, miss as many days as I could because I literally didn't want to go in. I was so insecure. And then after implementing this method, I built a lean and aesthetic physique at 200 pounds. I cleared up my skin, improved how I presented and carried myself, and built unbreakable self-confidence and respect for myself. I understand what it's like to be on both sides, which is why I have built this bulletproof system that so many of you others are going to be able to do the exact same thing that I did, start to finish, skip all the mistakes that I made, the straight blueprint. So who is this for? If you are looking to build muscle fast while maintaining your abs and facial structure, this is for you. If you're looking to develop unbreakable confidence and discipline, this is for you. If you're spending hours in the gym trying to eat clean and still not seeing results, this is for you. If you're tired of being overlooked, getting walked all over, and having no respect from others, this is for you. If you're ready to take back control of your life and become the highest version of yourself possible, this is for you. If you meet any of those bullet points and you are someone, you are driven, you're tired of being disrespected, you're ready, to gain that respect from others, have a look for yourself that you can be proud of, feel confident, all that type of stuff, this is for you. So keep watching. I'm also going to go over who this is not for, okay? So if you fit any of these criteria, I promise you this is not you. Just hop off this video right now. If you're expecting to make this change overnight, this is not for you. Anything worth having, anything that is great and significant that a lot of people want, most of the time, it's not easy to get because if it was easy, everyone would have it. And if you're expecting to go and make this full transformation overnight, you're wrong. It's never going to happen, and you might as well just not even start because if you're expecting, the super quick overnight results, you're going to start and then, you're just constantly focused on the outcome. And when you don't get that outcome in the time you're looking for, you're going to get discouraged and you're just going to quit right away and then end up being worse than before you even started. You have to go into this knowing this is going to take time, months, years even. It's a process. But I'm telling you, on the other side, it is well worth it. There's a reason not many people have it because it's hard. It's not easy to get, and that's what makes it valuable. If you're okay with eating whatever you want, feeling and looking like shit and calling it, bulking, this is not for you because bulking, you do not have to get fat to put on size and muscle. That is not the case. That is not real bulking. That's just being a fatty, bro. Like straight up, that's just being a fatty. If you're okay with being average and choosing temporary comfort over chasing your fullest potential as a man, this is not for you. If you're looking for shortcuts, not actually committed to the work and process that this takes day in and day out, this is not for you. If you're okay with being like everyone else and not standing out and not even building any sort of name for yourself as a man, and you just want to be that average Joe, this is not for you. So, with that being said, if you meet any of this criteria here, just hop off this video now, save yourself the time. This video is not for you. But for those who are dedicated, willing to make this change and actually put in the work, let's go ahead and move forward with this process. Okay. So, now here's the truth about building lean muscle. Being too high of a body fat percentage is just going to make you not only feel like shit, but also look like shit, okay? I've been there. I was at one point where I was so focused on like just trying to gain weight at all costs that literally I was eating 5,000 calories a day. My face blew up. I lost my abs. I felt horrible constantly throughout the day. I didn't even want to eat my meals because I wasn't hungry. I was just eating whatever I possibly could, as much food as possible. I couldn't sleep at night because my blood pressure was spiked from all the food I was trying to digest. It was horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. You will lose yourself mentally. You're going to look in the mirror, look like crap, feel like crap. It is not worth it. I promise you. The slower approach will always win. Fast weight isn't always good weight, and it's better to take a slower approach while adding muscle. Don't get so consumed with the scale, because when you get consumed with the scale and constantly trying to see that go up, that's when you're going to lose yourself. Because putting on quality muscle and putting on quality muscle and actual lean size does not always come from the scale. The scale is not always going to tell you that. Just because you gain weight, that does not necessarily mean that you put on size and muscle. You need to go off of the mirror, because you can be putting on quality muscle and size while not really going up that much in weight. It's all what you see in the mirror and the look that you're trying to achieve. You know, you could put on quality size and muscle while keeping your abs, your facial structure, and you may not see the scale go up that much, but you're getting bigger. You're putting on more muscle. That's what it's about. You also don't need to spend 2 hours in the gym every day to achieve great results. So for those of you guys, you have tight work schedules, this and that, a lot of busy things going on in your life. You don't need 2 to 3 hours every day in the gym to achieve great results. That's not the case. You can get in there 45 minutes to an hour 30 even, and just run through the workout. Like, just go as hard as possible, fully locked in, and you're going to make great results. It's about how hard you're working, not how long you're working. Because I could work out super hard for 30, 45 minutes, go insanely hard, destroy my muscles, while another guy can do the same workouts, but in 3 hours. Who's getting more results? I went harder in a short period of time and my muscles got way more from it. So that's what you have to think about. But don't worry, I'm not going to let that happen to you. So there's no such thing as being born without discipline. Discipline is something that is developed over time, which means you can do it too. Discipline is a mindset. It's something that is developed and earned over time. You are not born with discipline. I'm no different from you. You see, like I did not always have discipline. I was at a point where I was so unmotivated to do what I needed to do. I did not feel like doing the things that I had to every day. I still don't even feel like doing it. And that's the thing, when you rely on motivation, it's going to eventually die out. And the thing with motivation, once that dies out and you have that one day where you don't feel like doing it, you're not going to follow through, because motivation is not going to get you through the days that you don't feel like doing it. It's not going to be there. But discipline is what is built over time by continuously forcing yourself to do the things every single day that you know you need to do, but that you don't want to do. And discipline is what you can rely on, because when that day comes up, when you don't feel like doing it, discipline is the only thing that's going to get you through that, because you know you have to. And it's that respect that you are starting to build with yourself, that self relationship. And if you're watching this video, you are literally capable of making all of this happen. You just have to have the determination to push through and not quit when it gets hard. And if you want that person to be you, I'll show you exactly how to implement an enjoyable diet that is actually sustainable to stick to. You don't have to be eating chicken and rice every single meal, to build the physique that you want. I'll be honest with you, I still enjoy myself. I'm not constantly meal prepping, eating all these foods every single day, the same freaking ones. I go out to eat with my girlfriend. I go out to eat with my family. I still enjoy those things because I've earned it. I do the work every single day, my cardio, I go to the gym, I track my diet 85% of the time, and that gives me the little freedom, to go out and enjoy other things as well. But if you're constantly tracking your diet, even when I go out to eat, I can still fit that into my meal plan, into my calories, because I've learned this routine that I'm going to teach you guys with tracking everything. It's so important. Also, how to get jacked, build lean muscle in 90 days and actually sustain it long term. How to create an unbreakable mindset to push yourself beyond the physique in other areas of your life as well. I cannot emphasize that enough. Your foundation as a man starts with the gym. Everything you need to win at life is going to be learned from the core principles that the gym teaches you with, your mindset, your discipline, delayed gratification, your work ethic, all that stuff is everything you need in order to win in every other area of your life. It starts with the gym because you cannot have a strong body without a strong mind. The gym is so much more than just how you look, it is the mind, and that is what's going to carry you so far in life. Also, how to build strong self confidence and become the man that people look up to. And in case you don't know me, here's a brief backstory about how I got here. As you can see, I was very skinny starting out in my journey. Very, very skinny. This over here, these all three of these are around quarantine when I really started taking this serious. So school was shut down. I didn't really have much else to do. I was working on football here, working in my basement in the gym. I literally had two 20-pound dumbbells. That's it. A pair of 20-pound dumbbells and push-ups. And I still was able to build this physique because I dialed in the basics and I trained my ass off every single day. Okay? So since I was 15, I hated being overlooked and disrespected, which led me to get in the gym and start developing myself as a man. And during quarantine, I truly took my personal development to the next level, realizing that my self-image and confidence was at its worst. So I showed you those pictures previously, the acne, how skinny I was, insecure, all that stuff. This is when I locked in right here. This is when I truly decided to make that change. I quickly became obsessed with the grind and figured things out along the way. My acne started to clear up. I was noticing more muscle in the mirror, and I was finally gaining my confidence back because that's the thing. When you're constantly, building that good self-reputation with yourself, you're constantly following through on the promises you make and doing the things every day that you know you need to be doing, your self-confidence is going to skyrocket. Because when you're constantly improving, how can you not be confident when you're constantly seeing results that you're getting for yourself and you're constantly following through on the promises you make to yourself? And that's as simple as making your bed, getting up when your alarm goes off. It's the simple things that are going to have the biggest impact on your life. The grind soon became very addictive, and I was constantly leveling up. My experience over the years has pushed me to create this perfect plan for anyone just starting out. And I truly believe that. And what I call this is the lean muscle method. This is my system that I developed through all the knowledge and experience I've gained over the years for maximum personal development. And I've decided to break it all down for you so that, like I said previously, you can skip all the steps, all the mistakes, all the struggles that I had to go through in order to get to this point, and I can just lay it all out for you, this direct blueprint, just free game, free knowledge, showing you exactly how to get to this point. So let's get right into that. So in the following steps, I'm going to outline the entire process A to Z of what I did to accomplish these results for not only myself, but also my clients. And with this method, you will be able to add on quality size and muscle while also maintaining your abs, your facial structure, and that overall aesthetic look that you're looking for. So the lean muscle method. Stage one is your mindset. Like I said, everything starts with your mind. You can't have a strong body without a strong mind. And I was able to destroy all my limiting beliefs and the opinion of others simply through keeping the promises I made to myself day in and day out. Because that's the thing. Before you start your journey, you're going to have all these what ifs. What if I can't do this? What if I can't do that? yada, 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 yada. You're going to have all these, limiting beliefs come up in your mind. You may even have other people in your life who are going to try to talk you out of what you're doing. They're going to see you, you know, starting to work out, trying new things with your diet, all that stuff. They're going to make fun of you, bro, because you're making them insecure about what they're not doing with their own life. They see you trying, they see you, separating from them. And that's where that insecurity comes from. So you got to block that stuff out. You're going to have limiting beliefs. That's because, like, you don't have the results to show for it yet. But if you truly believe in the work that you're doing and you know it's only a matter of time until you get that desired outcome, you're going to make it. You know it's only a matter of time. You just got to execute on the work every single day. Stage 2 is commitment. After failing time and time again, letting myself down, I finally came up with the step-by-step blueprint, went all in and truly committed to the work every single day. And that's what you need to do. I was tired of letting myself down. Tired of it. I failed so many times. But once I got that, that direct blueprint that I knew was guaranteed to get me to where I was trying to go, I went all in and committed to that every day because, like I said, I knew it was only a matter of time. Even if I didn't see, the results in the short-term period, I knew if I stuck to that every single day, eventually I was going to get to the point that I was looking for. And that's what it's about. Stage 3, execute. So I quickly learned that knowledge means nothing without action. You can have all the knowledge in the world. It doesn't matter how much you know before you start, because everyone does that. Everyone, before they start something, they want to be as prepared as possible. They want to have, all the ins and outs, the correct, direct knowledge of everything they need to know to get to that point. And that's where you're wrong, because you're going to acquire all that knowledge, but you haven't taken a single step yet. That's the thing. Yes, you need some prior knowledge in the beginning, to get up and going, start going. But if you just take that first step and go, I'm telling you, you're going to learn so much more just from the experience of, having that action, to where you're going to learn everything as you go. But if you never take that first step, if you never take action, you're never going to get there. It doesn't matter how much knowledge you have if you don't actually apply it. So I didn't know all the correct steps from the start. I just executed the work that needed to be done every day and learned from my mistakes over time. I just took that first step and I went for it, and I learned, through the failures and mistakes that I made over time, that I'm going to give to you guys so that you guys don't let the same thing happen to you and you can just skip right through that. Now let me show you how I optimize each stage of the system so that you can take your physique and your mindset to the next level. So mindset, you are limitless. You have no limits. Anything you want in this world, anything you want to achieve, it's yours if you truly believe in it and you put the work in. So believe in yourself and the work that you're doing. Also know that all hate comes from all hate comes from below, never above. You will never see someone, just say you go to a gym, for instance. You go to a gym, you see this jacked guy, 220 pounds, just ripped, shredded abs, everything, the dream physique that you want. You really think him over there, if he's over there working out and he sees you, 140-pound kid, just giving it your all, trying your best, like, you may not look like you know what you're doing, but you're in there, you're giving it your all, you're trying your best. You really think he's going to go over and say something to you? No, he's going to be the nicest guy in the gym. He's going to go up to you and, compliment you for what you're doing, like give you some motivation, let you know you're doing the right thing, even help you out, because he started somewhere too. He sees your effort. He sees your drive. He sees you're in there, trying. He's been through it. He knows what you're trying to do, and he respects that. Those are going to be the nicest people to you. They're going to help you actually get further where you're trying to go. But, you may have a friend, barely works out, doesn't care about how he looks. He's going to, he'll see you go to the gym, trying to work hard, trying to stick on your diet. He's going to be the one to say something, because he's insecure about himself. He's not doing anything for himself, and he knows he can't. You're doing the things and taking the action that he wants to. He's just too scared to actually do it, or too lazy. So those are the people that's going to make fun of you. It's never someone above you. It's always below. Hate always comes from below. Remember that when you're trying to level up. And a strong body starts with a strong mind. I've said that a bunch of times in this video. You guys get the gist of that. And quitting is not an option. It's not. Once you start something, you need to go all the way through. And with the gym, unfortunately, or not unfortunately, but the gym is kind of a never ending thing. Once you start the gym, it's just going to become routine, an everyday thing. You're constantly going to be improving. It's not something that you just stop over time because you will lose, pretty much all of the progress that you made if you do decide to stop. So, the gym's a lifestyle. It's an everyday thing, something that keeps your mind right, constantly just working hard every day, bettering your physique, bettering your mind, sharpening everything. The gym, once you start it, it's not something that you want to quit because when you do quit, you're going to end up being worse than when you started off because eventually over time, you're pretty much going to lose everything you made and then may even make it worse from there. Commitment. So, like I said, this is not overnight. This is not an overnight transformation. Build delayed gratification. Get that belief, get that dialed in your mindset that this is not going to be overnight. This is going to take time. And have that mindset to where you don't care how long it takes. Don't focus so much on the outcome, you know? Focus on what you need to do every single day in order to get one step closer to your physique. Every workout, every meal is going to get you one step closer to that physique. Keep that in mind. Focus on that, because you need to fall in love with the process, not the destination, because there is no end destination. You're going to have, this physique that you want to get to in your head. Just say it's 200 pounds lean with muscle. Once you get there, I promise you, it's not going to be enough and you're just going to want more. You're never going to get to a point where you're fully satisfied, and that's the reality with the gym. So I'm telling you, it's a never ending journey. Just keep going. And like I said before, too, fall in love with the journey, not the destination. Focus on you get to, not I have to. It's not I I have to go to the gym. You get to go to the gym. You're healthy. You're blessed. God blessed you with legs, arms, a functioning, healthy body. You get to do that stuff. There's so many people who would die to be in your situation. There's people who may be paralyzed, lost an arm, lost a leg. They may not have the same abilities that you do. So you are blessed if you wake up with a fully healthy, functioning body getting to do these things. You got to switch your mindset on that. You get to do them, not you have to. You're blessed to eat food. You get this food. You don't. It's not I have to go eat this meal. You're blessed, and you get to eat this meal every single day. And lastly, go all in and don't turn back. Okay, dive all into the work at the task at hand. What you need to do, what you want to achieve. Go all into the work, day in and day out. Don't look back. Just focus on that every single day, and get done what you need to. Also, execute. Focus on the task at hand right now. So stick to the plan. You have a direct blueprint, a step by step plan on exactly how to get there. If you do everything start to finish, you're going to get the desired outcome that you're looking for. Stick to the plan. Focus on the input, not the outcome. Okay? Like I said before, focus on what you're putting in every single day, not the outcome physique that you want. Because I promise you, like I said before, when you get to that dream physique, whether it's 200 pounds lean muscle, 100 muscle, you're going to get there and you're not going to be satisfied. You're just going to want more. So I'm telling you, focus on the work every single day, not the outcome. Because if you do the work every day, eventually you will get to that desired outcome. You know that. And there's no shortcuts. No shortcuts at all. There's no avoiding the work ahead of you. You have to put in the work to get here. And that's another reason why, not many people have this. It's hard. There's work required. People are too lazy. So, you know, that's the reason having a good physique is so valuable, because no one has it. Not many people have it. And the more you put in, the more you're going to get out. So that's self-explanatory. The more you focus on your training, your dieting, your sleep, your water, all that stuff, the more you are going to get out. And that's what's so important. You need to focus more on what you're putting in. Don't sit there and complain that you're not getting the results that you want, because if you're not putting in enough, that's the reason. The more you put in, the more you're going to get out. There's no reason to complain, because you know how much work you're putting in. You know what you deserve. And after mastering these 3 stages, you will gain self-confidence that you never thought possible. Girls are going to naturally attract to you. That's the thing. When you're chasing, your purpose as a man, and you're constantly improving yourself, you're going to attract girls down the road naturally. That's just how it works. But when you're focused on girls and not your own self personal development, and you're not constantly leveling up and bettering yourself, you're you're going to chase girls, but you're not going to attract the ones that you want. You're not going to find the ones you want. They're just going to be distractions, not ones there to actually build you as a man. So that's the thing. Chase your purpose, not the women. The women will attract to you. I promise you that. Also, you're going to carry yourself differently. So when you get to that point, you build a very respectable physique. You put in the work. You have a different mindset. You're going to be a different person, and you're going to carry yourself a lot differently because you know what you went through. You respect yourself. You have that self-confidence because of the amount of work that you put in and the way that you look, what you're presenting to other people. You're going to carry yourself differently. You're also going to gain respect from others without even having to talk to them. That's like the biggest thing. Like, just say you walk into a room for a job interview. You can walk into a room with 20 other guys, and I'm telling you, they're not even going to know you yet. But if you walk in, you know, with a nice outfit, they can literally see that like you're in shape, and the way you present yourself, you carry yourself. If you walk into a room with 20 guys and you're in shape, I'm telling you, everyone in that room is going to instantly respect you because everyone knows what it takes to, build a significant physique. They know the mindset you have, the discipline, the dedication, the hard work you have to put in. And they're instantly going to respect that without even talking to you. Like, you literally gain respect from people without even saying a word to them just because of the physique that you have. It's insane. But it's like, it's so true. Like, they know how hard it is to achieve that and they respect it. And any clothes that you put on are instantly going to look 10 times better when you're jacked. Doesn't matter about style anymore. Like, literally anything you put on and you have some sort of significant muscle, you're going to look good. I wear H&M clothes, bro. Cheap clothes, but they look good on me because I have muscle. Anything you put on, you're instantly going to look 10 times better when you're jacked. No one wants to see, a skinny dude in some like designer clothes and all that. No one's going to care, bro, because you're skinny. There's nothing to respect there. You're just wearing those clothes, but you don't actually look good in them. No one respects that, bro. You can wear anything. If you're jacked, you're going to look good. I promise you that. But never forget about improving spiritually. So this is where, it gets deep. This is the most important thing that I will talk about in this whole video, which is to build and grow with God. Thank God daily with prayer. Read your Bible. Go to church on Sunday. Humble yourself. Drop all pride and ego because God chose you before the beginning of time. You got to realize that you are nothing without God. So you got to humble yourself, man. You would not be here without God. You would not be breathing. You would not have a functioning, healthy body. Like, without God, you are nothing. Nothing. And believe it or not, you may think you're achieving all these things in your life. Yes, you're putting in the work, but God is the one opening the doors for you. He's the one guiding you step by step through your whole life. He knows your whole life start to finish. God knows everything that's going to happen, everything he's going to put you through, all of that stuff, everything in between. As independent as you want to feel, as much pride and ego as you want to have, it's not you. I promise you, it's God. And he'll never barge his way into your life. He loves you no matter what, but you have to choose to love him back. You have to choose to build that relationship with him because, he wants it. He wants you. He'll always be waiting there. But that's the problem with this world, it constantly tries to grab our attention, pull us away from that, distract us. So I'm telling you, build and grow with God. You will be the highest version of yourself possible. If you have God, you have everything. I can promise you that. I'm telling you, no matter what you get in this world, no matter what you achieve, nothing compares to the joy that, God can give you. I promise you that. So if you are tired of always doubting yourself, tired of subconsciously knowing the potential you have, but just not acting on it, the lean muscle method will give you everything you need to achieve this. The ones who make it are the ones who never quit. That's a fact. If you quit, you'll never see the potential you had or what you could have possibly, turned out to be. So never quit, ever. All right. So now that you understand exactly how this process works, I have an offer for you. So, if you're a hardworking individual, you're strong minded, you have a no quit attitude, and you are ready to flip the switch, take back control of your life to become a confident, relentless, admirable, and strong minded individual, this is for you. So, I have an offer for you right here. If you're looking to gain 30 pounds of lean muscle, become more physically attractive and confident, and build an unbreakable mindset using the lean muscle method while maintaining a social life, I want to work with you. So, in the description of this video, I am dropping my Calendly link for all you guys. You can go in there and you can book your very own one on one call with me personally, where we can hop on a call, address your direct situation, what your goals are, where you're trying to go, where you're at in your life, the things you've been through, and how I can help you, achieve to where you're trying to go. And I can give you the step by step direct blueprint of how you will be able to put on lean muscle, build an unbreakable mindset, become the highest version of yourself possible. If that is something you are truly interested in, you're ready to move forward and take serious and ready to, level up and change your life, book that call with me. I look forward to, hopping on a call and meeting each and every single one of you, man. And if you don't believe me, here are just a couple of the testimonials that I have. Pretty much all I could really fit on the screen. There's a lot more, but here are some of the testimonials that I have. My guy Jez, down over 100 pounds. 100 pounds. He started over 300 pounds with me. He's down over 100 pounds. My guy Darren packed on quality lean muscle. This is under 3 months. Look at that. He had no sort of abs. He no sort of really like not much muscle structure going on there. He had a pretty good foundation, but just implementing those small things, he put on abs. He built more lean muscle. His chest filled out, his shoulders, his arms, midsection. Look at that, and he didn't get fat to do that. That's pure muscle, and he built abs from it. He not only put on size but got abs. My guy Christian over here, look at this. My guy Christian put on size while getting leaner. While getting leaner, man. Look at this. This was less than a month. Less than a month. Look at that. Are you kidding? Like look at the difference in the midsection. His arms filled out a little bit, chest, everything, man. Everything. Completely changed his life. Not only his life, but his mindset. Yeah, his body may look like that, but think about the mental benefits, he got from doing that. My guy Matthew over here, I know this isn't as significant, but that's 2 weeks. 2 weeks, look how much he already cut down in the midsection. His chest is filling out more, his arms, just getting more lean muscle tissue. This is what you guys could be doing with your life. If you're stuck and you're tired of letting yourself down time and time again, you constantly let yourself down. You don't keep the promises you make to yourself, and you're tired of just like putting in all this work, not seeing any type of results. This is for you. I can help you guys, okay? So if this is something you're truly ready to move forward with and just build your mindset to the strongest form possible, level up your life to the fullest potential, and just become a jacked, respected man with great self-confidence, this is for you. Book that one-on-one call with me. I look forward to meeting with every single one of you guys, man. And if you watch this from start to finish, I'm telling you, even if you don't book that call with me, the value alone that you get from this, you should have no excuse to go out and achieve a great lean physique.